So at this point, let's try to apply what we learned dealing with the procedure on how to write the isotopic symbols of some elements. Okay, so using the following table, let's try to use the information that can be found in this table so that we can write the isotopic symbols for each element. Okay, so to recall once more, we have the mass number that must be written on the upper left corner of the chemical symbol of the element, and then you have the atomic number that must be written on the lower left corner of the chemical symbol, and of course the chemical symbol of the element. Okay, and if in case that there will be a charge as part of the information, it must be written on the upper right corner of the isotopic symbol. So to begin with, let's have the first item. We have potassium. So in this case, let's try to write the isotopic symbol for potassium. So first, its chemical symbol is K, and its mass number is 37. So therefore, you have 37 on the upper left corner, and then its atomic number, which is equal to the number of protons, will be 19. Okay, so therefore you have 37K, 19. On the other hand, for oxygen, you have 16 as the atomic mass, then its symbol is O, and then the number of protons will be equal to 8. Hence, 8 is the atomic number of oxygen. For the third item, you have uranium, a radioactive element, and it has a mass number of 238, and then its chemical symbol is letter U, and its mass number, or let's say atomic number rather, is 92, which is also equal to the number of protons. On the other hand, for the next item, you have boron. So we know very well that this symbol is capital letter B, and its mass number is equal to 10. Then, in addition to that, it has a proton number of 5. Therefore, its atomic number is also equal to 5. So, for the remaining items, you have silicon. So, silicon, its symbol is Si. Its mass number is 29. Then, you have its atomic number is 14. Okay? And then, the second to the last item, you have gold. Gold has a symbol of Au. It has a mass number of 197. And its atomic number, which is equal to the number of protons, is equal to 79. Then, the last, you have silver, symbol, Ag. Then, its mass number is 108. And then, its atomic number, which is also equal to the number of protons, will be equal to 47. So, to reiterate once more, the mass numbers of each element must be written on the upper left corner of the chemical symbol of an element, and then on the upper right corner, or let's say in the lower left corner, rather, so you have the atomic number, which is equal to the number of protons. Okay, so this is the procedure on how to write the isotopic symbols of each element using the mass number and the atomic number. So let's continue for this application. Remember, you have 3 isotopes of hydrogen. So their chemical, or let's say its chemical symbol is capital letter H. So you have H, okay, for its chemical symbol. And then remember, their atomic number is based on the number of protons. So therefore, its atomic number is 1. That must be written on the lower left corner. And then the mass number will be the sum of the protons and the neutrons. So you have 1, 2, and then you have 3. Okay? And did you know that the isotopes of hydrogen has its respective, or let's say corresponding name? Okay? So this will be hydrogen 1 because the mass number is 1 and its name is protium. On the other hand, the hydrogen atom which has an atomic mass of 2, also known as hydrogen 2, is known as deuterium. And then the last, we have a hydrogen atom with an atomic mass of 3, or hydrogen 3, and it is known as tritium. So these are some of the examples of the isotopes for hydrogen. So hydrogen 1, protium, hydrogen 2 is deuterium, and hydrogen 3 is known as tritium. So to sum it up, with regards to our topic dealing with atomic structure, let's try to write the formula for the mass number, charge, and then the atomic number. So let's have first the atomic number. Okay, recall in our previous video instruction, atomic number denoted by Z is always equal to the number of protons. And in addition to that, the mass number is actually the number of protons combined with the number of neutrons. So therefore, if we want to identify the number of protons of an element, that will be mass number minus the number of neutrons. In addition to that, if you want to identify the number of neutrons of an atom, therefore its formula will be mass number minus the number of protons. So in addition to that, for the last one, for the charge of an ion, the charge is always equal to the number of protons minus the number of electrons. So these are some of the few formulas that you can use in our example. So in addition to that, what if we don't know the number of protons, but the number of electrons and the charge of the ion are considered to be given? So therefore, protons will be equal to what? Okay, so you are correct. That will be the charge plus the number of electrons. Okay, so that will be the example. What if the number of electrons will be the required? So therefore, for us to get the number of electrons, that is, you have protons, as you notice, protons minus the charge number. So this will be the formulas that must be given in our example.